I want to have a vulnerable conversation about gatekeeping because it really is that deep. People talk about gatekeeping in a very black or white way. You're either in the camp of just tell me where it is, it's not a big deal, or I'm going to gatekeep and I don't care if it's mean. And I honestly don't think either is right or wrong. I think it's whatever makes you feel comfortable, and I don't think people should be making other people feel uncomfortable for wanting or not wanting to gatekeep where their things are from. For me personally, when I was a bit more defensive about sharing, I think it came from a place of, I put a lot of time and energy into my style and fashion to me isn't just like these micro trends that are coming and going. It's very personal, very much tied to my identity. And I actually don't think that gatekeeping automatically makes you a bad person or not a girl's girl. Sometimes I think it just means that you're really proud of your personal style and honestly the character development that went into creating it. Because if you're really into fashion, you know that there were the awkward years. You wore outfits people judged you for, your friends, your parents asked you, what the hell are you wearing? And there still are times where you think something's gonna eat and it doesn't. So you just naturally feel protective over it. And that's literally why copyright law is over 300 years old. Humans naturally feel protective over their creations. And I also hope that if you're somebody that feels offended when someone doesn't want to willingly give up, where they got something or how they do something, I hope that this gives you a little bit of perspective on maybe why they feel like that. Because most of the time it's not coming from a place of arrogance. This doesn't mean you have to agree, but I do think there's more nuance to it than people like to admit. At the same time though, I realized that when I was feeling this defensiveness, I was operating from a scarcity mindset. Like if someone wore the same thing as me, I felt like they were like taking something from me. That mindset only makes sense if you believe that your creativity is limited. And I just don't believe that. Because if somebody buys the same thing as you, or you teach them how to do something in the same way as you, it's still never going to be exactly the same. And I'm not saying it's going to be better or worse, it's just going to be different. And weirdly, the less I gatekeep, the more good things seem to come to me. That's because I'm not scared to, share and put good energy into the universe. And I genuinely think that comes from operating with an abundance mindset rather than operating from fear. Because if your style is actually personal to you, then nobody can copy it anyways. And at the end of the day, somebody can buy the same exact things as you, but they can never buy your perspective.